and welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah, and for today's video I will be doing a quick little review on the first two books of the Disney Villain series. Is by Serena Valentino, and I love Disney so much. I've loved Disney since I was a kid. As I've gotten older, my love for it has not diminished one bit. So once I saw these books, I was so excited to read them. So I picked up the first book just on its own, which was this one right here. This is Fairest of Them All. And obviously, as you can see from the cover, this is about the evil queen from Snow White. Now, to be honest, Snow White was not one of my favorite Disney princesses, although I do have a very special place for it in my heart because of the fact that it was the first Disney movie ever. I enjoyed this book so much. The story that they gave her, I thought it was brilliant. In the original Snow White Disney story, we really don't get a lot of information about the queen, let alone any background. So one thing that I thought was really interesting is that they showed her from, when she first came into the kingdom. So Snow White was a young child, and she immediately takes Snow under her wings and raises her and loves her like her own flesh and blood daughter. And that love for her never fully goes away, even when we get to the parts of the story that we are more familiar with, sending the hunter after her to cut out her heart and whatnot. That love is still there even when she makes those orders. So in the story, her father was like a master mirror maker. So he made the mirror that we all are very familiar with. She did not really know of it for a while. While the king was away at war, she, finds the mirror and she realizes the powers that it contains. And she, the more she starts to use it, the more she needs to use it. She has this compulsion to do so. And of course, we all know that she has her obsession with who is the fairest in the land. And anyone who beats her out, she banishes from the kingdom. There are women before Snow White who are considered more fair than the queen. So I thought it was really cool that we got to see that happen multiple times with different people. I thought it was a very little interesting bit to add into the story. Another thing that I thought was really cool and kind of creepy almost were the three sisters. So these three sisters are the cousins of the king, and they are not just sisters, I believe they are triplets. They have dark hair, very white skin, very red lips, sounds just like Snow White, but they have an eerie look to them. And they come to visit the castle and are very weird, and they want Snow White. They want to hurt her. So the queen banishes them, but they're very interesting characters, and they do pop up in more than just this book. But overall, I gave this book 5 stars. I really loved the background that they gave the evil queen. It definitely humanized her a lot more than anything else that I've really read about the evil queen. So I really did enjoy this book. So as soon as I finished it, I had to get the second book, which is The Beast Within. And of course, this is Beauty and the Beast. One thing I would like to note is it is very important to read these in order. I accidentally ordered the story about Maleficent and started reading that after I read the first one. Quickly realized there was a lot I had missed, so I double checked the order, realized I had accidentally skipped 2 books, so I went back and ordered this and started it. Now, Beauty and the Beast has always been one of my absolute favorite Disney movies, and I was really looking forward to reading this one. With that said, I was disappointed with this. I don't quite know what I was expecting. I do think though a big part of it is the fact that I don't view the Beast as a villain. I never have. He redeems himself at the end, and he gets his happily ever after with Belle, and I've never considered him a villain. I've always considered Gaston to be the villain of this story. So he still gets his happy ending at the end. It follows the same storyline of Beauty and the Beast. So I think that's probably why I didn't enjoy this as much as I thought I would. The bit of a backstory that we get on him, I thought it was pretty simple. Nothing really crazy happened. There was nothing brand new that just like kind of threw a wrench into the whole story of it. The only thing that was surprising was that the prince and Gaston were like best friends. That was really the only shocking part of it. So that I did like, because that's not something that I would have ever, thought of or put together myself. So I enjoyed that part of it. But other than that, I mean, it was a fun story. It kept me entertained, which is really what I'm looking for in a book. But I think because of the fact that the Snow White story was just so good and had so much in it that was completely different than what I was used to, I was expecting a lot more from this, but that's okay. I am still very excited to continue reading this series. The next book is Ursula, which is called Poor Unfortunate Soul. Little Mermaid has been #1 for me forever. When I was a baby, like a year and a half, 2 years old, I watched it over and over and over. My little cousin and I, we always wanted to watch it. Always. So I'm so excited for that one. Since these books are so short, I'm going to be reviewing them 2 at a time. So in my next video about this series, you can expect to see the one about Ursula and Maleficent. If you've read these series and enjoyed them, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. So go ahead, drop those comments down below. And I am sorry that it's been so long since I have posted here on my channel. Things have just been super crazy hectic in my life. So I did film a new little intro video intro clip that I'm going to be putting in all my videos. You did see it first here on this one. Let me know what you think about it. If you have any tips or any feedback that I could improve on that, I would love it. Just please make sure it's constructive criticism. That is always what is appreciated. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed. We'll see you next time.